right, cool. Topic 2, we're gonna get into the Softube Console 1 MK3. It's the new joint. Just came out a couple weeks ago. I've been seeing people with videos up about it. It's cool. It looks like they tried to do some things to go away from being SSL heavy. It seemed like this one is leaning more towards like Neve. It looks more like Neve-ish when I look at it. Obviously, what is it? It's like a controller for like controlling your sessions, controlling the plugins that come with it. You buy plugins, their plugins that work with it. So it's cool if you already got a Console 1. I had a Console 1 briefly, the MK2. I bought it. I never had the fader joint. I bought the regular one. I had it for a while, but it was too much weird stuff that went along with like using it inside of my sessions. It was dope that they made like a little way that you use it on console, which was nice. When I was using it like that, I remembered I was impressed with how it just worked. First time I saw it was at NAMM, and of course it's gonna work perfectly there. They worked out all the kinks, but it never worked the way it worked at NAMM for me. So I had it briefly, I sold it, and it was weird because you couldn't tell the difference. Like the regular person that didn't have them, you can't tell the difference in MK1, MK2. So I guess that's why they went extreme with this one and made it look totally different. So you can tell, because technically at the end of the day, it's just a software controller, just like the other ones were. But this new one, like I say, it seemed like they went more the way of like not making it like SSL heavy, because the first two, that's what it was like. It was like, that was the goal of it, like you got the British 4K plugins and all that for you to make you feel like you're using SSL. So it seems like from the reaction videos and like the videos I've seen, it seemed like they kind of didn't solve some of the problems with it. What's the problems with Console 1? Console 1 does not really work with other plugins that well. That's the problem with it. It literally would work better if they did like a Kai NKS or whatever, like how a Kai just opened it up for other plugin companies to like build their thing into it. Console 1 would be phenomenal if they did that, but they didn't do it again. I believe it's like it's a lane for this because you got the SSL, which is dope. You got just regular class compliant like Mackie control services like the PreSonus. Well, that's if you don't use Studio One. But there is still a market for like hands-on customizable feel. And I think the SSL may do that a little bit better. I'm literally saving up for SSL right now. And they all are expensive because this joint now is $8.99. I think it was like $3.99 when I bought it. It went up to $4.99. Now this joint is $8.99, which is like kind of crazy in my opinion, because just simply put, I'm not buying anything for $8.99 that ain't signal not running through. I'm sorry. That's a lot of money to buy something. That's why I haven't really bought the SSL yet. We'll see Black Friday if it go on sale, but I'm not buying anything for $8.99 that signal is not going through. I'm sorry, I know we living in a world where the plugins are almost as good as the real thing, but as you can see, I like the real thing, and I bought a lot of this stuff for less than $8.99. Like literally, I'm looking around like, yeah, I bought a lot of this stuff for less than $8.99, man. So yeah, it's a good switch up. I'm glad they made a version that doesn't look exactly like the other two. That's dope. But like a MIDI controller that don't process sound at all for like $1,000, like, cause that's $1,000 after tax, bro. Y'all wildin'. I can't do that, you know what I'm saying? And I usually don't talk about stuff I don't like, cause I don't want to give a negative, like I'm like trying to crap on something, but that's crazy to me. Like, that thing should be like the same price, $4.99. Softube, I'm sorry, I'm not copping that one. I honestly was looking, they had the MK2 and the fader thing on sale for like a couple months ago. They had me on the fence. I was about to cop it, but I was wondering like why they got these on sale like this. Cause the fader joint was like $600 and that joint was like $500-600. So I'm like, why they giving us $200 off brand new? And they giving us plugins with it. That's why they was bringing MK3 out. So now we see it, now it's here. I'm not gonna cop it, but if you're a fanatic of the Console 1, somebody's a fanatic. They wouldn't be still making these joints. And if you check Reverb, it's a lot of them for sale, and it's a lot of them have been sold if you check the sold listing. So, yes, it's a market for it, so I feel them. but it's double the price, and I'm not rocking with that. I think MK1 was like $299, so they went up with every one of them. MK1 was like $299, I think. MK2 was $399, then it went up to $499. Now they want $899 for MK3. Well, faders was $599. Now they want $899 for MK3, and nah, I can't rock with that one. I'm sorry. That's too much money for a MIDI controller. I'm sorry, man. Like my Adams cost me like $899. That's crazy.